Good evening, ghouls. You've tracked me down to my storage unit. Actually, there's a reason why I brought all of my viewers here. I wanted to discuss different ways of storing your DVDs and Blu-rays. Some good, some not so good, some play awful. Okay, so as you can see, there's a ton of stuff here. Actually, this is Blu-rays, DVDs. Different types of different artifacts I've collected through the years, and some other stuff. Mostly the Toys R Us going out of business sale. Anyway, so I'm actually going to readjust the camera here, bring it in, and show you about 3 different types of storage for your Blu-rays and DVDs. And like I said, some of it's not pretty. Okay, let's take a look here. Now, first off, I want to start out with the stackable storage that you can get at GameStop or Best Buy. Well, actually, these are becoming quite unpopular for a reason. I'll get to that in a moment. But these game writers, I actually, they were about $15 a piece. The construction is, you put them together yourself. There were versions of these, like the X Gamer or something, that held twice as many games, but when you try and stack those puppies, they do not stay stacked, and they fall, and everything's damaged and scare the shit out of your cat. Pardon my language. That's exactly what happened in my place. So these are this is the Game Writer Accumulator Game Storage Tower, and this is essentially what it looks like when you assemble it. It has posts right here where you can stack everything horizontally. Or you can stack it like so, and then put another unit on top here. Now, if you just have like video games, or just this, let's say if you just have video games or regular Blu-rays like this, without any coverings or anything special, it's fine. It'll work. This is Bermuda tentacles. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this type of stacking or this type of storage solution has got some major flaws, like seriously major flaws. It's kind of difficult every once in a while to actually get stuff in here because you have to line it up with the bottom posts here. Now, and I also, if you actually take a look at my Facebook, you guys or your ghouls have noticed that I damaged something. I'm not too pleased about this, but it's just one of those things that can be fixed with some super glue, okay? Now, if you spin this around, take a look at this. This is the Shock Festival DVD set. There's 3 DVDs in here, or there's 3 discs in here. It's a cool set. Now, unfortunately, when I put it in there, I did not realize that I had this side down. As you can see, that's where the seam is, and the little plastic fins in there pop this up, and I'm like, motherfucker, fill in the rest. So, yeah. So if you have anything with a slipcover, put it in. Make sure there's no creases. If you ever even decide to get one of these, because they're, like I said, they actually don't stack very well. You need like super glue and duct tape to keep them actually properly stacked so they don't fall over and scare your cats, or wake you up in the middle of the night and make you scream. There's also some issues with getting this type of package in. The one with I forgot what type of case they call these, but if you put it in there, oh sure, now you're going to cooperate. You have to wiggle it to make sure you get in there properly, or just drop it in randomly and that will actually work. Now, there are other issues with this, mainly when it comes to like box sets and thicker Blu-rays and DVDs. Like, let's see here, do I have it up? No, I don't. Okay. Well, okay. Thicker DVD sets like the Universal Monsters Mummy set, or the Universal, anything that's thicker than a... Alright, here we go. Like, the Arrow Blu-rays are a little bit thicker than usual, but, they'll go right in. But if anything thicker than a Arrow Blu-ray will not go in. Like I said, the Monster Classics, Universal Monster Classics, also anything, like I said, anything thicker, like if you add these two together, it won't go in. And also, this type of storage has a tendency to, I don't have any scratches on this because I literally just got it yesterday. So it has a tendency to scratch paperwork or artwork. Do not, I repeat, do not put steel books in here, in these type of carriers, because it will rip them up and you will be very upset. All I'm going to say about that. Okay, now let's move this out of the way. And we're going to go for impractical storage, but good storage nonetheless. Now, I have very limited room where I'm staying currently because, well, I only have a bedroom. Let's put it that way. So we're going to pop this open. Ah, very good. Now, opening this up here, you see there's a bunch of DVDs in here. Now, you can store DVDs in Tupperware containers like this as long as you keep them relatively organized. Make sure there's no pressure on them because they will get squished and crunched if there is. And it's for a dire situation, like you're moving quick, which I've had to do, and just complete lack of space, you need to put them in a storage unit or whatever, you can do this. Now, I don't suggest, if your storage unit gets to be like 90 to 100 degrees on the inside, these will melt and you will be really in big trouble. Now, freezing temperatures, I haven't had any issues with DVDs freezing and breaking. Trust me, I've gone through every single one of these totes and I've had no breakage whatsoever. That's my new phone. Or my... Who dat? Oh. Okay, just an email. Gotta love that. Yeah, that's my new phone, my phone notification. So, as you can see, I have a ton of different types of... this movie's great. Lord of Tears. Very, very good. I've got a whole bunch of DVDs, and I'm beginning to increase my Blu-ray. Okay, now I'm actually going to have to turn off the camera here and move things around because where I want to show you guys next is actually further in, and I have to not really dig it up, but I actually literally have to move things around. So you'll be joining me in just a moment. Okay, what we have here is an Atlantic DVD/storage shelf. This is one of I actually custom put this one together out of some extra things, but they come in levels. Actually, my mistake. This is a level 3. They have ones that come with 3 shelves and up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. You can actually get a bunch of these together and like make them as tall as you want, but I don't suggest going over 5 because structural integrity, well, it's kind of compromised and it could possibly fall over, causing a mess and scaring your cats. I have experience with that. Okay, now the good thing is about these is that they're relatively cheap. If you can find them, I got most of mine at Kmart. They were less than 20 bucks for the 5s, not the 3s, for the 5s. You can also get them on Amazon every once in a while for $20 plus shipping if you don't have Amazon Prime. Now, the really good thing about these is that you can take any of your DVDs and Blu-rays and let me line this up a little bit better. Here we go. Ta-da! Actually, I should say ta-da. I'll put it over here. And it comes with these little like triangle things that you can zip right over and put down. And guess what? It's stable. These are incredibly stable. I have a whole bunch of these packed up in my other storage unit. And these things are awesome because you can put multiple box sets on these things. You don't have to worry about your stuff, unless it's on the edge, your steelbooks can all scratch up. I'd actually put them like more in the middle area. So yeah, this is definitely a good option. I would definitely suggest this. This is the Atlantic, and this is definitely good. Only drawback is can be a little on the teetery side if you go above if you actually go above like 5 levels. And like I said, you put these all together, they come in every different section, so that's definitely good. The reason why I have these in here is because, like I said, lack of room. Went from a massive, apartment, so on and so on, to a bedroom. Well, health problems caused that whole big skabibble. So, yeah. Let's just take a little gander over here. Yes, movie posters. There's some interesting movie posters in there. I don't remember what they are. I've had them for a year. I've not opened it up yet. And of course, more DVDs, Blu-rays, and so on and so on. And a little 8mm projector. I think this is an 8mm projector without sound. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually... it's been over a year or 2 years since I've cracked it open. Those boxes over there have some interesting stuff in them. I don't exactly remember what, because it's been a while, like I said. And yeah, so I would definitely, if you really want to protect your Blu-rays and DVDs, don't use these plastic ones that come from GameStop or Best Buy / wherever, because they have a tendency to fall over, scare your pets, scare you in the middle of the night. They also scratch up your Blu-rays, rip up your slip covers if you're a slip cover type person. I just basically filled these puppies up because I needed something to get, because, well, all the rest of my containers are full, so I needed just to get them out of where I am to here. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, just a word of advice just another word of advice. I know this is kind of repeating myself, but when you stack containers like this full of DVDs or stuff, toys, whatever, make sure you put the heaviest stuff at the bottom, because it looks like I'm already beginning to have an issue here with some poppage, and that's not good. When things pop, that means the structural integrity is gone and things are going to get squished. So I got to go back in there later and fix that. So every once in a while, you ghouls, aka my watchers, are going to join me out here, and we're going to pull a random Blu-ray, DVD, or possibly VHS tape out of here, and then I will watch it and give you a review. Now, because YouTube has been a little bit twitchy about things, I probably will not be using any footage from the videos. It's just going to be my ugly mug and whatever's in here. So I'm going to edit this puppy together and get it out. Well, thanks, schools, for joining me. If I find... Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, there's another way, which I do not suggest you do unless it's an absolute and utter emergency. And the semi's going by. Okay. You can go to Walmart and buy these, like, the CD booklets and stuff that you hold, like, 10 gazillion, or let's say 208 so on, DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever. Okay, I had to do that because I did a lot of moving. This is actually not my full collection. This is not my full collection here. There's more. I had to put it in a bunch of those boxes. There are those CD cases, and when you do that and you throw out the actual cases, these type of cases, it makes the value of your DVDs go to literally zero. We're talking Hellraiser 2, Lionsgate, that's about a $40 DVD, is worth nothing. So that's not good. So yeah, do yourself a favor. Do not, I repeat, do not store your DVDs and Blu-rays in those Walmart CD case booklet things, because it sucks. They get scratched up, and it makes the value of your collection hit rock bottom. So I would definitely do not use them unless you're in an extreme situation where you need to pack up like 1,000 DVDs or whatever and move really, really fast. Toss them in the back of your truck and run like hell. That's about the only time I would ever suggest it. That's it. Keep your DVDs and Blu-rays in their cases. because it protects them. Okay, I'm done ranting and raving. All right, ghouls. That's it for this episode. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call this beastie, but hey, it's done. Have a good one, everybody. Hey, this is the final part of the DVD storage's do and don'ts. This is the official don't section. Do not, whatever you do not store your DVDs and Blu-rays in folders like this. You know, we have all sorts of fun movies and DVDs and, well, actually DVDs here. You know, don't store them like this. Huge warning, because they can easily get damaged, they get scratched up, it's just not good, because you see how hard it is to move these pages sometimes. I have as you can see, I have a ton of horror movies and stuff. Now this is like a 3-ring binder type right here that I was in an emergency and I had to basically put a bunch of stuff in one place, so I used this huge 3-ring binder. Got tons of pages in this thing. Now this is one of those big, like 300 audio CD holders, and it's just every single one of these DVDs is worthless. Okay, Complete Tremor series, worthless. Samurai Princess, worthless. Vampire Hunters, I've never watched it, it's probably worthless. The Dracula Jack Palance, Evil Roy Slade. I mean, look at every single one of these DVDs, because I took them out of the case and put them in storage like this, are completely and utterly worthless when it comes to reselling them. You could get maybe a penny, 50 cents each for these. But here's the thing. If you're in a situation where I was, where I had to basically move around a lot, and I was in a very, very non-secure area, instead of like having all these tons and tons of DVDs out, you put them in these books and you hide them. That's basically what I did for most of my original collecting days. And, you know, yes, it keeps them safe somewhat, but, you know, let's say you drop this out of your car, it's probably into a puddle. It's going to pretty much decimate everything. Yeah, there's very little protection, and a lot of these big bookcases are very thin nylon crap. And, well, this is from my personal experience. Do not store your Blu-rays and DVDs like this unless you have like security issues, or if you're, you know, like I had to, like I said, security issues, major space issues. Now I've got a storage unit for my collection, but, you know, just seriously, everybody, just don't do this. Do not do this, because the resale value, unfortunately, is nada. You know, these are very well taken care of. Yes, they sit in the catacombs, so they're nice, dry, cool. But it the value, and also finding and reorganizing them when they're like this, is a pain in the butt. Trust me, I've done it several times throughout my collecting. And I started collecting DVDs back in 1999, 2000. So, just don't do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, bad idea. Don't do it. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. Just avoid storing your DVDs and Blu-rays like this, because, and also you could just like scratch them just by looking at it. I mean, it's seriously ridiculous. But this one right here is actually from when Blockbuster Video was going out of business. So I paid like $0.25 for every one of these DVDs. You know, just, you know, all sorts of cool stuff in here. So, yeah. But just do yourself a major favor and never, ever, 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 ever store DVDs and Blu-rays like this. So that's my huge ounce of negativity when it comes to the rest of the video, which was pretty positive. So yeah, just don't do this. Okay, just don't do it.